Hi, Ashley Dunn. Where's the buzz? Hi,
Hi,
Tim.
Ashley.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so excited to talk to you about this film. I absolutely loved it. You were charged with taking this classic and remaking it, but not only remaking it, but making it a live action, an animated live action film. What did it mean for you to take the helm of this film, to direct it, and update it, but also keep true to its essence?
Well, I just made it a point to go back and start from the beginning. Start from the original shorts, the Tom and Jerry, the ones I grew up on. I made it a point to go back there and just kind of use that as the base of what I was going to create. I also looked at films like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which I grew up on as well, and just said, okay, they got it right in every way, shape, and form. And if I can do something uh, just a percentage of what this film is like, then I thought we'd be on the right path to making something that's really special. And so I just always looked at it like that. I kind of, upon getting on this movie, I always felt comfortable in knowing what I think it should be. And I made it and just kind of kept true to the rules that Hanna Barbera created with the originals, and hopefully take my style of comedy and just merge the two worlds and hopefully come out with something that people would enjoy.
I definitely think people are going to enjoy this. The effects were so good, Tim. The animals are fully animated, but they mesh so good with the live action characters. Talk to us a little bit about that process. I know you talked about an inspiration being Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But how did this come to life? Because people want to know, like, how, what we see on screen. How does this happen? Talk to us about
We
the secrets.
Yeah, we used a lot of methods. One of the methods that I had never done before that was came up in the pre-production process. Well, we used puppeteers. We actually
Mm,
brought in since Tom doesn't talk, or Jerry. We found it fairly simple to make a puppet that was the height of Tom, that could stand in for Tom, and we
right,
could line up shots with it. But then a puppeteer that could actually manipulate it so that the actors had somebody to work off of.
right.
And by doing that, we even found that many times the actors would ask to do a take or two, real takes or two with the puppet, just because they got more from it. And so we found many ways, even when with Spike, we had somebody that sat in as Spike, meaning he literally, there was a guy with knee pads on and some pads on his hands that would run around and bark and do stuff. And you're just amazed at how talented these people are and how they brought performances to the process and
Wow.
allowed my actors to have the best opportunity to make a really great performance.
That's amazing. What I loved also about the film was the music. Hello.
Ah,
The music was so bomb from the beginning to the end. I heard Jodeci, Tribe Called Quest. Tim, why was it so important for the music to fit with this film?
well, one of the reasons, is, as you might notice, is especially the songs that I brought into it. I always wanted to give a wink to New York, and so many of the songs that I brought had to have a classic New York vibe. And I just knew that when you're coming over, New York in a helicopter, and you hear Tribe Called Quest, you go, and then you hear Jodeci, and Jodeci is not from New York, but they're so infused in New York culture
Mhm.
that I just knew that those who got it would get it
Yes.
and go, okay, here we are. So I always wanted to be sure I was winking to fans and really people that love and live in New York.
Oh, people are gonna be into the music. I was like, yeah, I was jamming out. The beginning was
Ah,
so good.
that's awesome.
Tim, why will people love this film? Why will old fans love it? Why will new people gravitate to it?
Well, look, I think we stuck really true to what makes Tom and Jerry. I think they are frenemies, they're family. Many people ask me, do they love each other? I said, no, but they definitely, I won't say no, I don't know, but I know they can't live without one another. And I think they're so accessible. I remember teaching or showing my son the Tom and Jerry for the first time, and he sat there and watched 7 episodes, straight. So there's just a love for these characters that every generation has. And we wanted to be sure, especially with the look, the 2D look, that these characters always looked like what you grew up on or what you were introduced to. And I think audiences will appreciate that and kind of respect us for respecting what makes these characters iconic.
Great job to you and the team. Thank you so much, Tim.
You're
Congratulations.
welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Where's the buzz?
Where is the buzz? You said
We used to be a
was
singing group.
mine,
Oh,
mine.
where